Hi folks, and welcome back to the channel. Today here I'm with my Mercedes-Benz, and you may have seen that relatively recently I replaced the alternator on this vehicle. But today I wanted to talk to you about your alternators for your Mercedes-Benz and how you can actually cheaply and easily fix your alternators yourselves. So let's get into it. So the reason that I'm actually making this video here is that these alternators can actually be serviced. And I actually had a number of people in the comments ask me why I didn't just service this alternator. Well, the pure fact of the matter is, not all of the cases, the failure mode is probably about 1 in 100. If you don't catch it early enough, you actually cook your alternator. And that's what I did to this one. However, typically, if you're finding early warning signs of your battery not charging properly in your Mercedes, you can jump in and you can fix the alternator before it actually becomes a problem. And I had actually had charging issues with this vehicle, but I neglected to. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to show you how you can simply replace the voltage regulator in your Mercedes alternator, because they're a high quality alternator, and you can avoid the $1,000, maybe even $2,000 alternator charge for a genuine Mercedes for only literally $100. So I'm going to show you right now how you can pull one of these alternators apart yourself, and you can replace that voltage regulator and save yourself a lot of money. So as soon as you have any hint of troubles with your alternator, or even if it's getting up in a little bit of kilometers, you should absolutely check your voltage regulator. So it's really simple. You take this plastic cover off. Let's just pull that off just like this. Just pull off with our hands. There we go. And then this is the voltage regulator here that we want to take off of the alternator. And we want to inspect it. So let's grab a socket and we'll undo these little bolts that are in there. And for this one, I've just grabbed a 7mm socket. Got those loose now. We'll just undo those by hand. Get that out there. And we'll jump onto this one and get this one out quickly here. We note they're the same size. And then we'll just pop over onto this side here. Undo this one here as well. As you can see, this is pretty simple. And then we should be able to just lift the voltage regulator straight off. And here we go, folks. We can see, have a look in here. We've got these things called brushes, and you can see they have worn back an awful lot on this alternator. They should be out, right out here, and really firm on the armature of this alternator. So folks, the thing that happens with these voltage regulators is when those brushes wear down and it's not making a really good contact with the armature of the alternator, it really stops charging as well, because it's not having a good circuit to actually do the voltage regulation. Now, as I said in the beginning, I actually replaced the alternator, and several people have questioned why. Well, that's because I left it too long, and the failure mode that my alternator went into because of this failing voltage regulator is it was actually able to get too many amps to the coils in the alternator, and it actually cooked and smoked the alternator. Now I could hear it squealing. It was already too late. I could smell the burning smell, and even today, several months after, if I lift this up, I can smell the burnt coils. That's why I personally chose to replace the alternator with a brand new one. These can be a couple of $1,000s if you go to a Mercedes genuine dealership, so it's a lot of money for the sake of just replacing this $100 voltage regulator. And Mercedes make a really good quality alternator, good bearings, coils, everything, so you can just replace this. I actually think this should be a service item. Say every 100,000 kilometers, just pop a new voltage regulator in and you'll have hassle-free motoring, folks. So it's really simple to put it back in. I'll just show. So to pop your new voltage regulator, this is actually the old one we're putting back on, but you are going to need to hold in those couple of brushes onto the armature. So you can grab a pick, something like this if you want, and just slide it in just like that. You see what I've done there, and just held those brushes in, as I've done that, and then it will just pop in like that. So it's really not that difficult, folks, to get your new voltage regulator back on to the alternator. And with the voltage regulator back in position, it really is as simple as just putting the bolts back in that we took out earlier. Make sure you get them back in the right spots, but it really isn't that hard. As you can see, we just pop them straight back in, grab our socket and just wind those in flat out. And importantly, you don't need to over tighten these. So just a modest amount of torque you apply to that, that's plenty. And on each of the other 2 bolts, just as I say, just a modest amount. You really don't need to over tighten these. So you can just feel that's perfect there. And then finally, all you have to do is to pop that cover back on and you're good to go with a good alternator if you get to it quick enough. So what I'll do, folks, is I'll put a bunch of links in the video where you can purchase the voltage regulator for your vehicle. I'll map them to the different models of Mercedes so you know you're getting the right one, and you'll be able to fix your alternator, as I say, for a fraction of the price, less than $100, and you have your car reliable and your alternator reliable for many kilometers or miles to come. So if you have liked this video, give us a like and drop us a comment down below. It's truly appreciated. And in the future, if you're interested in learning about your Mercedes, I've got a bunch of videos on the channel of Mercedes, specifically on this car, but about 75 or 80 videos now. So that might be something you're interested in checking out. But also on the channel, we feature a number of other vehicles. We've got an Audi A3, a Mazda 3, an early Ford Falcon, Ford Ranger, a little BMW Z4 pops in occasionally. So there really is something for everybody on the channel. So if you're interested in any of that content, as I say, do subscribe to the channel. But until next time, have a good evening.